do you have the Snyder cut or anything that we could see?
Do I have it? No, I don't.
Actually, it's funny that you asked.
Funny you should say. I brought it on my old
Gotta try.
my viewfinder here. No, I mean, Zach's film. He shot everything that he wanted to shoot. I mean, it's not a matter of whether or not it exists. It's a matter of whether or not we see it. But no, it's I know people are sort of really hungry for that sort of thing, and you never know. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Oh, Ray. You deserve better. You deserve your own movie. You deserve to go up against your biggest villains. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Okay, well, we suck. This video right here of Fisher saying all this was from the Heroes and Villains Fan Fest event in New Jersey on September 9th. Yeah, this video was recently found, like pretty much over the past weekend, and I wanted to comment on it because I know you guys were, some people were asking me about it, about Ray's comments. And come on, guys, we got to be better than this. You guys are supposed to be doing this research, so then, then hand it over to me, and then, just kidding. I know. I get that, but, it's just, well, guys, I know what he said. You know what he said. The people who still think the Snyder Cut doesn't exist, this is not going to convince them. Every time that something new comes out or, one of the actors says something, whatever, I see a million tweets on my timeline, but it doesn't exist. How say you, Ben Fritz? Do you think Ben Fritz gives two shits about this? No. He's moved on. They all have. Well, maybe not they all have. I mean, some of them still talk about it, stuff like that, but they're mainly just shitting on the whole thing. But, we got to stop burning calories on these blogger naysayers. I mean, I already did a whole video about why they keep claiming it doesn't exist. And you guys just got to remember, we're the Molders, they're the Scullies. They need like a physical copy or digital copy, a trailer, I don't know, something to fully convince them. That's the only way they're going to admit it. And to those people out there that think that a physical copy exists, like a bunch of them do, are just sitting in a Warner Brothers warehouse waiting for Warner Brothers to release it, you're just as ignorant. They believe an assembly cut of the movie exists somewhere because, of course, they heard about that. They got that from Warner Brothers sources that Snyder, in fact, showed an assembly cut, and then that's where things started falling apart, even though that's not exactly where things started falling apart. But who knows exactly what happened with all that. But yeah, there's just no convincing them, and I see it all the time, and I'm just like, you're just burning calories. These guys don't give a shit. They don't. So, but just be happy that he said something like that, because I sure am. And given that people think I'm like policing the movement and being like some kind of peacekeeper, hey, do whatever you want. I'm not trying to stop. I'm just trying to give advice, I'm just all about logic and integrity. I really like what Fisher had to say right here, though, in this video. I mean, he speaks very highly of Snyder. He talks about how he was only familiar with Cyborg with the Teen Titans cartoon, of course, and all that. And then he really researched the entire character and really saw how deep it goes, and what he his struggles with and his whole backstory and how everything's just how complex the character can be, and the fact that Snyder was gonna who does dark, more grounded movies, and was really gonna show all that, and it's just like And he talks about consequence, which is what the movies are all about. And Man of Steel was just like, okay, we have this being, the most powerful superhero ever, has like a grunge match in a city, and then all of a sudden, when Batman vs. Superman, he had to face those consequences. He really did. And then even Batman had to face consequences, and that's what Snyder likes to do. And then it's just, yeah, and that's what Fisher was totally happy about seeing. And then he also says that he was happy with the final product, what we got, but he has to say that. He's not going to say anything. But you know what? This speaks volumes. I just hope he gets this movie, and I hope his origin story can unfold like we all wanted to, like it was supposed to unfold in Justice League. But, and hopefully they could salvage some of that, even though right here in this reshot scene, they look very happy-go-lucky. But, they can still go back, and that's fine. Just show some of the bullshit that happened before, and I want to see Silas, douchebag dad. There you have it, guys. That's my comments on on what Ray Fisher had to say. Good stuff. Like I said, it's not going to convince any of these guys. They're just going to push back and push back even harder, and that's just the way it is. Ben Fritz could give two shits about this whole thing. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com. Visit the closet for shirts and stickers. And, yeah. Follow me on Twitter, my new Instagram, and, of course, Facebook. All right, guys? I'll talk